Curtis holds the golden power veto and the poo brown power veto. Will he use neither, either, or both of them? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars. It's day 63 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house. And this week, Lindsay is the head of household. She nominated Kat and Curtis for eviction, but Curtis won the golden power veto and can use it to remove himself or Kat from the chopping block. And he has the poo brown power veto, which he can use or has to use either this week or next week to put himself on the chopping block and save one of the two nominees. What will he do? We'll find out shortly. But first, after the excitement of the Lindsay-Kat fight on Friday, it was a very, very quiet weekend, probably the quietest one we've had so far, because Lindsay was up north camping, Curtis was doing outdoor sports stuff, Nick was having a party outdoors, Brazil was at some resort, CJ was working, and Marcin was enjoying his last weekend with his newborn before going back to work. So it was basically just Kat and I hanging out. And so yeah, it was quiet. And again, this goes to show you that as we approach summer, I've noticed that on weekends the participation is low, and that's normal to be expected. But you know, we're close enough to the end now that it's not the end of the world. I don't doubt though that there was strategy going on, especially with the poo brown power veto in play behind the scenes, even if I wasn't privy to all of it. And in fairness, I was busy too, because I was seeing Kat with Red Lobster, and then we raced for ice cream in the Mario Kart Luxury Power Veto competition. So I was guilty too. I didn't do diary rooms this weekend, so I know a little bit less. But that's okay. I'll get back into the swing of things starting today. So, before we get to the Golden Power Veto competition, announcement, or Golden Power Veto ceremony, announcement. The head of household competition tomorrow is a live competition. Lindsay is outgoing head of household. You are not eligible to compete, so you don't have to worry about it. She's like, phew. The video will air tomorrow at 10 a.m. and the competition will start at 10:45 a.m. and will take place throughout the day. It's nothing crazy, but it will take place sort of in staggered times throughout the day. Yeah. Now let's get to the results of the Big Brother luxury competition. So Kat and I brought Red Lobster to her place for dinner, which we had, and then we raced to Tom's Dairy Freeze at Royal York in Queensway. She took the arterial roads and I took the highway. Now, what was interesting is she somehow got herself to Bloor. I'm not sure how. And before I get to that, I made the Facebook video chat happen, and it was just Kat, myself, and Marcin. Nobody else showed up, which kind of sucked because it would have been fun to have everybody sort of there. I tried to mount my phone to the dash, and so Marcin could see both of us as we were going, which I think was a lot of fun. And I was considering doing it on Zoom, but I figured Chantal would be bored of just watching us drive for 25 minutes. Anyway, or maybe it would be the best, most entertaining thing ever, I don't know. So I expected to have a lot of trouble getting on the highway at Eglinton and Allen, because Eglinton West Station, if you know that area, even in regular times that area is busy, but now with the construction of Line 5, which will be the Eglinton Cross Line, which will open in 2030 never, it can be really, really bad on weekdays, and I was worried. I came up the side street to Eglinton, not a single car. Turned right, made a left onto the highway right away, and I thought, okay, I just saved 2-3 minutes there that I would have normally been sitting. We were both updating each other as we went. You know, I was saying, okay, crossing Kiel now, crossing 400 now, crossing West, and she was doing the same thing. When I got to Burnhamthorpe at 427, she was at Parkside turning onto Lakeshore, and I thought, whoa, this is going to be close. I do think she made a mistake. She went down to Bloor, and Bloor I would have avoided. Then she turned onto Parkside, and Parkside forces you to go under Queensway to Lakeshore, and then she had to take Lakeshore to Windermere, and Windermere back to Queensway. And that area on Lakeshore, if you get a red light, those are long red lights, and I wouldn't have gone that way. I would have taken, from her place, I would have taken Oakwood to DuPont. I think Oakwood ends at Davenport, so Oakwood and Doverport to DuPont. And DuPont turns into Annette, and Annette all the way to Jane. And then I would have made a left on Jane to Bloor, and then right away you're at South Kingsway, and South Kingsway down to Queensway. I think that's the fastest way. I also, according to Google Maps, would have considered Eglinton all the way to Jane, but she claims Eglinton is shit. Eglinton is shoddy depending on traffic and the crosstown construction. But yeah, I would have taken Oakwood to DuPont via Doverport to change his names. But Oakwood to DuPont and Annette, it turns into Annette to Jane to South Kingsway. But did it make a difference? We're about to find out. Team Cat was Cat, Brazil, and Nick. Team Andrew was Curtis, Marcin, Lindsay, and CJ. Let's find out who won. And the winner is... Unless she's somewhere in line, but no. Congratulations, Team Andrew. You have won the luxury competition, and you will get your prize on tomorrow's episode. I know you're all wondering what it is. Kat wants the prize as well. She's not going to get any prizes. But yeah, your prizes will be revealed in tomorrow's episode. Okay, now it's time to get to the Golden Power Veto Ceremony. Hello there, I'm Curtis from South Africa, and I won the Golden Power Veto competition this week in Big Brother OTEV. And I have to decide now whether to use it to save Kat or myself from the chopping block. Kat, why should I use the Golden Power Veto to save you? Well, Curtis, you won the Golden Power Veto fair and square. So I will respect whatever decision you make, but know that if I stay in the game, you're not the one. No, you're not the target. You're not the one I'm going for. Thank you, Kat. I've decided to use the Golden Power Veto on myself. Because at this stage of the game, it's far too risky to not use the Golden Power Veto. Lindsay, since I've vetoed one of your nominations, please name a replacement nominee. Thank you, Curtis. I've decided to nominate Marcin. I'm nominating you because this game is entirely too time-consuming, and with you going back to work, it only seems fair that you spend your free time with your adorable babies. Alright. Thank you, Lindsay. And now I have to make the decision on whether or not I want to use my Pooh Brown Power Veto. I've decided to use the Pooh Brown Power Veto on Marcin and put myself back on the block. This decision did not come lightly. No matter what, anyone can go home on the block at any time, so whether it was this week or next, it was not going to be a good feeling. I believe Kat to be one of the biggest potential threats in this game. She has openly called out Lindsay, Nick, Marcin, and myself as major targets of hers. Lindsay can't be HOH this week, so if you evict me and Kat wins HOH, not only does she get my Monopoly pieces, but she now takes out one of Lindsay, Nick, or Marcin, guaranteed. I've enjoyed working with you and would love to keep that going. If I were to win Head of Household this week, we'd all be in top 5 and we could duke it out from there. If Brazil wins Head of Household, then Kat is safe and makes top 5 automatically, and one of you are potentially gone. You also don't want to give her a chance at going far because we know what a Big Brother superfan gamer she is, so if she gets on a roll, she could walk into Final 2, and you know Ryan and Brenda would vote for her over anyone in a heartbeat. This Golden Power Veto ceremony is adjourned. Who will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 4 house? Kat or Curtis? Watch tomorrow as the final two nominees plead their case. We check in with Rai and Brenda in the jury house, and we have the luxury competition prizes for Curtis, Marcin, Lindsay, and CJ. And we'll have the rules to the next Head of Household competition. Wow, busy episode tomorrow. And Wednesday's the next live eviction and Head of Household competition, where another house guest will be fired from Dunder Mifflin, evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 4 house, lose their shot at the $400 Cheesecake Factory gift card, and become the third member of the jury. I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Take care, and we leave you as we eavesdrop on the house guests. Good night.